Sup, YouTube? What's up, YouTube family? Joffrey's live streams. It's been a minute. Excuse me. Been in a little hiatus, but I'm back. And what a lot of news to talk about. So yeah, we are here. I think I'm gonna really talk. I'm gonna talk about the political arena, what's going on at hand, but I want to really highlight my lady Congresswoman Maxine Waters from California. She's a Democrat um, representative in the state of California, and she's just a character. I don't necessarily support her political views. I don't support her political views, but she is a character that has to be admired. She's definitely going to go down in the history books, I'm thinking, for her activism, being outspoken, and just telling it like it is. You know, they call her Auntie Maxine, or Auntie. She really came back on the spotlight a few years ago when she was like reclaiming my time doing this hearing. And it was just so funny. Like everything that she does, like when she's interacting with people and she's, being I would say on the other end of the stick against the person that's like coming towards her. She it's just so funny. And I'm gonna show you some of the stuff firsthand. And then also, yeah, we have a lot of moving parts going on into the US right now. For those that don't know or maybe have lived under a rock, this year is an election year for the presidential election amongst other things. But a lot of people, of course, um, vote for the president, but also local elections are just as important. But this is a big year. We've had a lot of stuff go on so far. We had a recent assassination attempt on the former president Donald J. Trump, and President Biden, the current president, has stepped down for um, and given the reins to Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris. So basically, he will not be running for a second term. So it's most likely that Kamala Harris is going to get the Democrat nominee for the ballot this November. Yeah. And it's just I'm really surprised that this happened. And I was saying to myself, why this late? You know, because it's already been a presidential debate. So who knows? Maybe they know something that I don't know. I always say this because I'm not the smartest thing around. Um, so yeah. But yeah, I'm so excited to be back. I'm in a different space now, so I can do a lot more live streams and stuff. This time, I probably won't have any panelists join um, this live stream, so I'm doing it solo. Maybe if I see there's some people in the that's viewing, and might ask them to come along and join the conversation. But I'm gonna hit y'all up with some Maxine Waters stuff. I just love her. It's like she gives me she brightens my day with the laughter that she ensues. So yeah. So y'all just hang tight. I'm gonna look up some stuff real quick. And this lady that approached her or confronted her back in 2018. So, but before I go into it of when she was being confronted, I'm going to show you the messages or little speech that she gave prior to this. She was approached by a journalist called Laura Loomer, and I'm not sure if she's still around doing her thing like she was doing before the pandemic. But basically, if you were to be approached by her or something like that, they would say that you've been loomered because she would come up with the cell phone camera in your face, usually accompanied by one or two other people, and she would just start antagonizing the person, whether it be at an airport. And then, of course, she was able to able to get away into into the hallways of the congressional, wherever she was. She was able to be in very close proximity to Miss Maxine Waters. So yeah, so she knows her stuff, I guess. Let's see. Maxine Waters, she is definitely anti-Trump. Might I say that? So if you guys don't like people, this type of rhetoric, this might not be the video or live for you. Let's get her. Let's get some of this stuff. And she also made news too. She's a Democrat, so she was saying how before Biden had dropped out, she was saying, "Well, she's older than Biden." Quote, and you know, people need to give him some grace and credence, but she's more sharp than he is, so that's no comparison there. And might I add, these videos are pretty recent, pre-pandemic recent. So I know during the pandemic time, it just seems like it was a large hole in time, but it wasn't awfully too long ago that she was going around. So, and she's up in age, so kudos to her. Let's see what I want to show y'all.
You have members of your cabinet that have been booed out of restaurants, who have protesters taking up at their house, who saying no peace, no sleep. No peace, no sleep. And guess what? We're going to win this battle because while you try and quote the Bible, Jeff Sessions and others, you really don't know the Bible. God is on our side, on the side of the children, on the side of what's right, on the side of what's honorable, on the side of understanding that if we can't protect the children, we can't protect anybody. And so let's stay the course. Let's make sure we show up wherever we have to show up. And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station,
So this is where it gets a little cringe.
you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
So that's Miss Waters, Congresswoman. Maxine Waters. So that's her sentiment. So as a result, she was approached by Laura Loomer, this wonderful lady. Well, I'm indifferent. I'll just say that. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of her too. This is the lady. She's a white lady. I don't know if she's Jewish or what. Yeah, this is the lady. Let me show you. This is a picture of her. Here we go. Well, here you guys. So I really haven't seen how to zoom in, but she was banned off of Twitter one time. She actually handcuffed herself to it was either a social media headquarters or it was either one of the news outlets in protest for something that they had did. Um, she's that type of woman. So I'm gonna show you guys the conflict or the interaction between her and Laura Loomer, that woman that I just showed you, and Congresswoman Maxine Waters. It's just funny to me. It's just so funny.
Hi, Congresswoman Waters. Hi, my name's Laura Loomer. I'm an investigative journalist. You just recently made some comments in which you encouraged your supporters.
Who are you, darling?
My name is Laura Loomer. I'm a Trump supporter, and I'm also a conservative
Come
journalist.
to my office. I'll be happy to sit down with you.
No,
We can't
I
talk
would like
on
to
the
ask
line.
you questions. Please don't push my camera out of my hand. You just encouraged your
Please
supporters.
come to my office
You just encouraged your
and sit
supporters
down with me.
to harass Trump supporters and officials.
Please come to my office.
I just
I'll
wanted
be
to ask
happy
you,
to
where
sit
where
down
are
with
conservatives allowed to go?
you. Please come
Are there
to my
separate?
office and talk with me.
Do we sit at the back of the bus?
Please come to my office and talk with me.
Where can we
We'll
eat?
be happy to talk with
Where
you.
can a conservative eat at a restaurant in
Please
DC?
come to my office and talk.
I'm
and be
asking you
civil.
right now.
Please come to my
This is
office and
civil.
talk with
You're
me.
talking about civility. Do you
No, y'all, they had the nerve to say that she pressed assault charges against her. Maybe she did, because she did swat her hand, um, and put that put that paper in front of her camera. But that goes to show you, Miss Maxine Waters, she's not going to play with you now. So, and this was, I'm thinking she's 80. Let me see, how old is she? This happened back in 2018, I believe. She's 85 years old now. So that's 6 years ago. So she was 79. So yeah, she's not to be played with. Imagine how she was in her younger days. And I'm actually show you that as well. I'm show you a video um of that.
think it's civil to call for the
Please come
harassment
to
of
my
Trump
office
officials?
and sit down and
No,
talk
I'm
with
asking
me.
you right now.
Will you please
Are
come
we
to my
supposed to
office?
sit at the back of the bus? Are we
It's a
supposed to
members
sit at the
elevator.
back of the
It's a
bus?
members
This elevator
elevator.
is
members
Are we
only.
It's a
supposed to-
members elevator,
are we
ma'am.
supposed
It's a
to sit
members
at the back of the
elevator.
bus?
So that's that. Well, we're not finished yet. We have more. There's more. There's more. So yeah, it's so funny right now. Like because I'm showing this to you guys, I'm probably gonna just look back at this and just like be dying laughing. When I first saw this stuff, it was just so funny. So yep. And she was also adamant for the calling for the impeachment of Donald Trump as well. Her slogan was "Impeach 45." Just a second.
Now we continue with our coverage of Whitewater as we show you an exchange on the House floor today dealing with the style of questioning of White House staff during Whitewater hearings Thursday. In a couple of minutes, we'll hear from Representatives Peter King of New York and Maxine Waters of California. First, a segment from the Whitewater hearings, which led to the exchange on the House floor.
Chairman, I still have an orange light here as far as I know.
Well, the gentleman is going beyond the outer limits of propriety and is badgering the witness. He's asked the question, she's answered it.
Chairman, I don't think I'm
You
badgering
judge
the witness.
my-
In fact, I said I can identify with the witness
If the
because
gentleman
I've
didn't
had the
get
same feelings with people questioning
Mr.
me.
Chairman,
That's what he
please.
has-
Out of
she has
order.
right
The
now.
gentleman is out of order.
I don't think Ms.
gentleman
Waters has anything to do with this line of questioning, Mr. Chairman.
I most
Ms.
certainly
Waters
do. I have to
apparently looks
do.
upon
I
herself
have
as the
to
defender
do
of
with
the White House. I have the right
out
to
of
ask questions.
order.
You had your chance. Why don't you just sit there?
You are out of order.
You are always out of order.
You are out of order. Shut up.
What was it?
You heard her say "shut up." That's very inflammatory. Whether you are Republican or Democrat. But anyway, you'll see more. It's just so awesome. She's just, I don't know. You love her. It's a love-hate relationship, at least for me.
What was the last remark?
Mr.
I didn't hear. I'd
King,
like to hear it again.
Oh, yes. I find it very interesting.
I would like you to say it again.
You heard what I
I
said.
didn't hear it.
I said you're out of order.
Okay. I said you're always
Mr.
out of order.
King
Okay.
and Ms.
I think the record will
Waters.
speak for itself. And I just,
Mr. King,
I would like to say,
you
I
are
think I was
out
badgering
of
Ms.
order.
Waters.
He is
And
out
that's
of
the
order,
question
Mr.
I
Chairman.
don't think anyone needs
Order,
Ms.
Mr.
Waters
Chairman.
butting in all the time. No one
Order,
cares what you
Mr. Chairman.
Nobody cares about you.
Order, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman from New York, without objection.
Mr. Speaker, last night, the Democratic majority on the Banking Committee demonstrated conclusively to the American people how desperate they are to keep the American people from learning the truth about Whitewater. As I was pursuing a line of questioning of Maggie Williams, the First Lady's Chief of Staff, showing conclusively that either she or Roger Altman, the Deputy Secretary of the Treasury, is not telling the truth regarding White House involvement and interference in the Whitewater investigation, Chairman Gonzalez attempted to gag me, and Maxine Waters, the Congresswoman from California, interrupted me and told me to shut up. Mr. Speaker, this, even for the gentle lady from California, went to a new low. And I want her to know that so long as I'm on that committee and so long as I'm in this House, she's not going to tell me to shut up. She's not going to tell the American people to shut up. And I'm not going to stop till we get to the root of Whitewater. And Mr. Gonzalez has to realize, and Democratic members of that Whitewater committee have to realize they can no longer continue to cover up the truth for the American people. They cannot shut down elected representatives. And I would just say to Ms. Waters, can you imagine the reaction if anyone had told her to shut up, what she would be claiming? the allegations she would be making. There's no double standard in this House. What's wrong for her?
Gentleman's
what's wrong
time has
for me,
expired.
What she did is wrong, and I am going to stay on her until this is over.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairwoman. Last evening, a member of this House, Peter King, had to be gavelled out of order at the Whitewater hearings of the Banking Committee. He had to be gavelled out of order because he badgered a woman who was a witness from the White House, Maggie Williams. I'm pleased I was able to come to her defense. Madam Chairwoman, the day is over when men can badger and intimidate women,
Madam Speaker,
marginalize them, and keep them from speaking. I am pleased I was able to come to her
Madam
defense.
Speaker, I demand
We
the
are now
gentleman's
in
words
this
be taken
House.
down.
We are members of this House.
Will the
We will
gentlewoman
not allow
suspend?
men to intimidate us
Madam
and
Speaker,
to
I
keep
demand
us
the
from
gentlewoman
Gentlewoman must
Hold
suspend. The gentlewoman must suspend.
Madam Chairwoman, thank you again. You see a man who's
Madam Speaker,
Y'all notice she did not acknowledge the man that was telling her. She acknowledged the lady with the gavel, the woman with the gavel.
shout out a
gentlewoman
woman.
from California is out of order.
You must suspend,
Madam
gentlewoman.
Chair, lady, do you
Gentlewoman
ever
from
see
California
men?
Madam
must
Speaker, I demand the
interfere.
Sergeant at Arms bring the
You
gentlewoman to her
must
feet.
suspend.
Do you ever see
You
men
must
do
Madam
this to
Speaker, I
other men?
demand the gentlewoman comply with the rules of this House.
It is
Gentlewoman
only
must
when a
suspend.
woman
The
attempts to speak.
gentlewoman from California, you must suspend.
It is only when a
The
woman
gentlewoman
attempts to
from
exercise
California,
her rights
You
in this
must
House.
suspend.
Madam Speaker, I demand the
You
Do we
Sergeant
must
at
have
Arms
this
bring
kind
the
of
gentlewoman to
intimidation?
her
You must
feet.
suspend, gentlewoman from California.
This is
You
a
must
fine example of
suspend.
what they tried to do to
You
us.
must suspend.
I am
Madam
pleased
Speaker, I move this House to now adjourn.
that I was able to come to
Madam
Maggie
Speaker.
Williams' defense.
Madam
The women
Speaker, I
of
move the
this
House to
nation
now adjourn.
will not continue to have
Madam
this kind
Speaker,
of
put the
treatment.
question.
Would you please?
That's a fine example. Thank you, Madam
Will
Chairwoman.
the sergeant at
Arms. Have the sergeant at arms remove her. She's out of order. She's gavelled down. She didn't sit down.
gentlewoman was out of order. The chair was about to direct the sergeant at arms to present the mace.
Do it now.
Woman has now left. Is she there?
So at the end, she was like, "Has she laughed?" The lady, she already knew what was up, most likely. So yeah. So now let's talk about the topics, other topics. Pretty much, yeah, I'm probably not gonna go too much on the details of the Trump uh, assassination attempt. What's more important for me is the what I find more intriguing is the Biden situation. So I have something from the shade room. I noticed that they've been a little bit more bipartisan as of late. Um, they're not necessarily posting one side over the other. They're just posting, stuff like it is. Now this is going on about this information is about a day old now with the information provided by Biden. He's supposed to actually be giving some commentary, I think, nationwide for the nation this week or something. It might be today, actually. So this is the Shade Room. This is from their Instagram page. Okay, Joseph R. Biden Jr., July 21st, 2024. That was yesterday. This was edited 22 hours ago. So yeah, it's been almost a full day. So here we go. It says, my fellow Americans, over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world. We have made historic investments in rebuilding our nation by lowering prescription drug costs for seniors and expanding affordable health care to a number of Americans, record number of Americans. We provided critically needed care to 1 million veterans exposed to toxic substances, passed the first gun safety law in 30 years, appointed the first African American woman to the Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. America has never been better positioned to lead than we are today. So that's never here or there to me. I have my opinion, but the facts stand as they do. But yeah, I'll just keep it at that. I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Together, we overcame a once in a century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. We've protected and preserved our democracy, and we've revitalized and strengthened our allies around the world. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve you as your president. And while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it's in my best interest of the party and for the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on my duties as president for the remainder of my term. I will speak to the nation later this week in more detail about my decision. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude to all that have worked so hard to see me reelected. I want to thank Vice President Kamala Harris for being an extraordinary partner in all this work. And let me express my heartfelt appreciation to the American people for the faith and trust you place in me. I believe today what I have always that there is nothing an American can't do. We do it together. We just have to remember that we are the United States of America. So that's basically what he had, you know, given. Right back, y'all. All right, guys, I'm back. I do like this platform. it's so much stuff that you can do, and it's pretty much bundled in into one thing. You don't really have to add like too many plugins. Well, you don't have to add anything like to use the StreamYard platform. It's very foolproof. But because I haven't used it on the desktop in a while, it's a little bit of a learning curve. They've actually changed the subscription prices, what's included. So yeah. And then of course, let's talk a little bit about the Trump assassination attempt. I think it's very disheartening to just see that, irregardless of someone's political affiliation, that people will want to, or regardless of someone's political affiliation, that someone will want um, to see someone dead, or sorry, deleted, or see the person demise. You know, people were hoping for his demise that day, and they would have probably rejoiced. But I think that's very ingenuous, and that's not truly patriotic as an American or United States citizen. So let's talk a little bit about that. So I personally do not believe Wikipedia is a reliable source, but sometimes um, the more recent an event happens, it's usually a little bit less tainted. But I'm gonna read some stuff from Wikipedia. Okay. So the attempted assassination of Donald Trump on July 13th, 2024, which was not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before last, Donald Trump, the 45th president the 45th, see, look, okay, yeah, so the 45th and a former president of the United States and the Republican Party's presumptive nominee in the 2024 presidential election survived an assassination attempt while addressing a campaign rally near Butler, PA. So he was wounded, shot in his upper right ear by Thomas Crooks, a 20-year-old man from Bethel Park, PA, who fired 8 rounds with an AR-15 style rifle from the roof of a building located approximately 400 feet from the stage. And unfortunately, one person did die, Mr. Corey. I don't comparator. I'm so sorry because to mispronounce his name, and critically injured 2 other audience members. So pre production of this video, I did hear that the 2 people that were injured in the audience, they are almost fully recuperated, and that's pretty much that. So I know now when you see Trump, he has like something on his right ear. Um, so yeah, he could have been assassinated. So this is the state of the U.S. Yeah, this is the state of the U.S. Yeah, I just wanted to come on and do something with you guys, or the people that might see it on the replay. And this won't be the last time. As the time progresses, I'm probably going to do more live streams, even more so related to politics, and then also just stuff in general. So I thank y'all so much for watching, and stay tuned for more content. Thank you.